Hey you guys, I am back with another video. I wanted to share two dreams that I received. One was on Sunday morning, and the second one was actually this morning. The dream that I had Sunday morning was I remember I was packing my bags to go to this place. It was kind of like I want to say kind of like a resort type of area, or not area, but a resort type of place. But what was so odd was I remember there were many people that were going to get married on this day. And I remember the number being around 400 people. And I was one of those people. And I remember that we were pretty much getting everything situated so that we would be ready to get married when it was time. And I remember that it was made known that the time was approaching. And so I was in the processes of putting my clothing back into my suitcases because I knew that once the wedding ceremony was over, I would be leaving. So there was a part in this dream before it got to the wedding portion where I had walked to this room, and my old boss was in this room, and there was a delivery guy delivering presents. And what was so odd was there were big boxes that were wrapped up in like a Christmas present, and there were 12 boxes, and it was labeled box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4, and they were all decorated like a Christmas present. And there were 12 boxes in this room that were decorated as a Christmas present. And I remember as I was seeing this, what came up in my spirit was the song, The 12 Days of Christmas. Don't know what that means, but I just wanted to share that with you all. So I saw that scene, and then it went back to where again they was letting us know, it's time for everybody to, get situated, because we had to go to this meeting area so the wedding could begin. And I was just throwing my stuff to my suitcases, trying to hurry up and get everything packed up so I could be ready to leave. Before I woke up, it was very clear to me that I only had a few more minutes before it was time for us to leave to get married. And that's when I woke up. So, recap, had this dream. Over 400 people were scheduled to get married at the exact same time. I was one of those people. I saw a room with 12 boxes wrapped up as Christmas presents. When I saw these 12 boxes of presents, what came up in my spirit was the song, The 12 Days of Christmas. And then, right before I woke up, I knew that there were only minutes before we had to leave, before it was time for us to get married. Okay, the dream that I had this morning, which is Tuesday, there was two parts to this dream, and I think it was more so because I was waking up a lot through the middle of the night. The first part of this dream, I remember seeing Obama, and he was in a prison with a bunch of men. And they were all standing around saying the Lord's Prayer. I know this sounds crazy, but this is what I saw and this is what I heard. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. That's all I can remember. I remember seeing Obama along with these men in a prison saying the Lord's Prayer. And another part that I remember is there was one guy who was saying the Lord's Prayer, but, or I should say, he was acting as if he was saying the Lord's Prayer. It was very obvious that he didn't know the words. He didn't know what the Lord's Prayer was. So he was kind of just moving his mouth to kind of make it look like he knew it, but in reality, he didn't. And the impression that I got from Obama as he was watching this guy do this, it was one of annoyance. Like, really? You call yourself a Christian and you don't even know the Lord's Prayer. That was kind of the vibe that I got from Obama. But I want to explain this part right here because I was really taken back by this when I woke up this morning. And I was getting ready for work, and I was, in the bathroom, getting myself together. And as I was standing in the bathroom, I was really meditating on this, like, Lord, why in the world would I see Obama, of all people, saying the Lord's Prayer? Like, that just baffled me. And so as I'm trying to figure this out, I'm like, okay, well, let me just say it out loud. Let me just say the Lord's Prayer. Maybe something will connect. Maybe it'll make sense if I just say it out loud. So I'm standing there and I'm like, okay, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. As soon as I said thy kingdom come, I felt like something come over me, and it was like, oh, like it was like, like it was heavy, it was strong, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? So this is what I believe. I believe that the Lord is showing us, first off, we know Satan has always desired to be God, to be God, to be worshiped as the God, the one true God. But we know that the one true God is Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. So we know Satan desires to be worshiped as God. Okay, we know that. Thy kingdom come. Why did I feel that strong presence come over me when I said thy kingdom come? I believe the Lord was showing me that the kingdom of darkness, that Satan's kingdom is about to be manifested sooner than we think. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Satan was kicked out of the third heaven into the second heaven. And Revelations tells us, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, for Satan has come down upon you having great wrath. I shared a vision that the Lord gave me where those exact words from that exact scripture from Revelation was spoken from my mouth. It wasn't me speaking. Satan, Obama, let me just put it like this. I truly believe that the Antichrist is about to be revealed. And I believe that the Great Tribulation will begin very soon. And when the Great Tribulation begins, the kingdom of darkness will be completely unleashed upon this earth. And those people, very interesting that it was in a prison. Very interesting that this took place in a prison. A prison can represent bondage. It can represent being lost, being confounded. This whole world, those that are of this world, not the ones that are in it. We're in this world, we're not of it. But those that are of this world are in a prison and they don't even know it. And these people, these men, were reciting this, not even having understanding as to what they were saying and to who they were saying it to. God has been giving me so many different visions and confirmations upon confirmations of who Obama is and what is about to take place on this earth. And so many people have no clue how close we truly are. And that truly saddens me. It saddens me that people can't spiritually see how different this world is. They can't see it. We see all these earthquakes, all these major earthquakes, and people cannot connect the dots and or even take a moment and just step back and say, wait a minute, what is going on here? Blind, lost, deceived. Second part, I dreamt that there was a storm, a major storm was coming. And there were certain people that I knew in this dream that I was trying to protect. I was telling them, you got to stay here. This is what's about to happen. I know because God has been showing me this. He's been preparing me. You have to stay put because the storm is coming. It was even significant to the point where there was stored food, stored water that I could see in the midst in this dream, as if the Lord was letting me know in that dream, everything that you have been warning about, it's here now. What you've been storing, you're using it now. That's how real what was shown to me was. The storm was approaching. Everything was about to hit the fan. And all of a sudden, I saw myself outside looking up in the heavens. And I saw this beautiful color. It was a beautiful yellow in the sky. And I was drawn to, I kept looking up at the sky like, wow, that is so beautiful. And as I was gazing up upon this sky, looking at this beautiful yellow color in the sky, I noticed my body was being lifted. I was being lifted up into the heavens. And there was such a joy and a peace that I felt. It was like inwardly I knew I'm about to see Jesus. Finally, I'm about to see him. I'm about to see my Father. And I was so happy. And that's kind of all I remember. Interestingly, when I looked up what it meant or what the color yellow means. It means joy and happiness. And that's exactly what I felt. So I'm dreaming about a wedding, Christmas presents, Obama basically making a declaration that his kingdom is about to come upon this earth and they're about to rule and reign this earth fully. And then I dream of a storm. And then I'm caught up. Have you guys noticed this pattern that the Lord is showing? Look at these dreams and visions. Look at what everybody is receiving from the Lord. He's telling us that everything that He warned us about, everything that He laid out, is coming to pass quickly. And then here it is. I was talking to my friend Holly this morning about this, all these things that the Lord has been revealing to me. And she mentioned, she was like, Veronica, did you realize that today, the same day that you had this dream of Obama, that today is the day that they're going to be erecting this arch of Baal, this temple of Baal, or whatever. They trying to call it now different names to kind of throw you off course, but you know what it is. The Lord has already revealed. Now they're trying to play little games and call it something else, but in reality, we know what this is. It's another doorway. It's another opening. And I was like, you know what? I didn't even make the connection. I knew, but it didn't even dawn on me. I'm like, wow, you know what? That is so crazy. What are the odds? The very morning that I wrote it down, today is the day where the blood sacrifice to the beast is about to be, it takes place today. Really? Blood sacrifice to the beast starts on today. The same day that this archway of Baal, temple of Baal, whatever you want to call it, is going to be erected in London and in New York, is the exact same day that they make their blood sacrifices to the beast, starting today for a period, I believe, of 13 days. And then I have a dream of Obama. Wasn't even thinking about this. So, I'm going to say this to you all. We have to make sure that we are right with the Lord. I'm sorry this video got long. It wasn't my intention, but this is important. We have to make sure that we are right with the Lord, because He is coming. He is coming. And Satan knows his time is short. And that is why we are seeing so much evil. Because his kingdom, Satan's kingdom, is about to rule and reign upon this earth. And when that happens, all hell, literally, is going to break loose. Every day that we have left upon this earth, make it a priority to make sure that you are right with the Lord. If I receive anything else, you guys, I will definitely make sure I will let you know. I love you all. Stay in faith. draw closer to the Lord like never before. I will continue to pray for you all. God bless.